listen to me?
Yes. Dear God. On the day, on the very day of your wedding, poor little miss.
Mrs. McBain.
But we thought.
I know. It was to be a surprise today. Fred McBain and I were married a month ago in New Orleans.
Is there I don't know if there's a more beautiful score in the history of movies than the one from Once Upon a Time in the West. That thing is just gorgeous. Okay. Chris Scouser here with
Matt Howell. And this week on the first run, we check out the latest film from the Jordan Peele universe, the Jordan Peele extended universe. He's somehow connected to this. I think he's a producer.
Peeleverse.
The Peeleverse. Yeah, there you go.
Monkey Pawverse.
The monkey. I prefer the Peeleverse. I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The Peeleverse. Him. H-I-M. Whew. We're going to talk about it. The buzz on this has not been very good, so we'll see.
Maybe they're wrong, Matt. Maybe they're all wrong.
Maybe they are. It wouldn't be the first time. We are the definitive voice in movie reviews.
Is it me that's wrong? No, it's the kids.
It's the children that are wrong, yes.
The children.
So why don't you give us a little bit of hymns and we can get this party started. Not hymns. That's the ED medication on TV. Him.
I don't know what you're talking about, Matt.
You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but an emotional little pretty boy chasing validation from strangers because your father didn't love you. This ain't no game. This ain't no game, man. This is everything. You are not your father. This Cameron Cade want this. Yes, I want this. Then what are you willing to sacrifice? Everything! And show me.
All right, Matt, show me. So what you want?
So what is can you try and succinctly explain what him is all about, Chris?
Absolutely. So Cameron Cade is an up-and-coming potential football quarterback star. And you have Marlon Wayans, who is the current quarterback of this legendary football team, the Saviors. He has won 8 super non I can't say that word, right? 8 big games because it's not in the NFL, right? And there's rumors he's going to retire. And Cam here gets attacked on the practice field before his big kind of combine moment and kind of ditches the combine. He's got a concussion. You don't know what's going to happen with him. And Marlon Wayans' character here, he decides, well, you know what? I'm going to give this guy a chance and have him come to my personal training camp ahead of the season and really kind of put him through the paces and see what he's got if he has the guts and the ability to replace Isaiah White as the starting quarterback for the Saviors. And Satanism.
It always comes down to Satanism, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Mm-hmm.
So that's him. Basically goes to the camp and things get all kind of freaky. Not just because Julia Fox is there doing weird Julia Fox stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm glad to see that she's still waging a war against her eyebrows for some reason. But and they do address that, so at least they mention it. So that's good. That was something I appreciated. So do you buy this? I don't even remember which Wayne brother this is as
Marlon.
Marlon.
I'm going to hope not racist.
Well, no, not racist. Like this, couldn't remember his name, but I knew he was a Wayans.
Yeah,
He was really good in Requiem for a Dream, but he's also inflicted the Scary Movie franchise on us many times over. So I mean, I don't think those two things balance it out. Do you buy him as a greatest of all time football player / leader of a satanic cult?
White Chicks, Marlon Wayans?
Yeah, White Chicks, Marlon Wayans.
So, out of this whole thing, he's probably the one I found the most interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
And he makes this, at least I think for me, watchable. I'm going to use the word barely with that. But for me, he was an engaging presence in this film. I enjoyed him. My critiques and issues with this film are not focused or centered around Wayans in any capacity, really.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What about you?
You know, all I could see is whatever his name was, Shorty or whatever from Scary Movie, right? The pothead.
I don't think I've seen a Scary Movie.
I've seen quite a few of them, unfortunately, and yeah, he plays a goofy pothead in those, and that's all I could see while I'm trying to take this man seriously. But
typecast Marlon Wayans.
You know what? Yes, I am typecasting White Chicks as Marlon Wayans for this film. But Tim Heidecker shows up, so that's something.
I love Tim Heidecker. You know, I'm a late convert to Tim.
Okay. Are you a fan of Tim and Eric's great show?
I never watched the Tim and Eric stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think how I got drafted into the Tim Heidecker thing. I think it may have been like on the Majority Report, the Sam Cedar Majority Report, because they have a running gag where they're feuding. So like one of them will go on each other's shows, and it's always very uncomfortable and cringe the whole time on purpose. And I always enjoyed those interactions. And then I started watching more Tim Heidecker, and I'm like, oh, that's actually funny. And I've seen a couple. I loved his Joe Rogan satire. I don't know if you've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny. And then he does the conservative, canceled comedian stand-up special.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was funny.
And the Rogan one is great. It's him and two other comedians. He's got a Fuddruckers neon sign behind him, and they just kind of talk about nothing for like 50 minutes. And what they did is they looped it for like 10 hours. So it's like, like the Rogan ones are always run so damn long. Mm-hmm. And it's very, very funny. It's very funny. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely check that out. What are we talking about? Him?
Yeah, we're talking about him.
Yeah, I liked Heidecker. He talked about being in this film too. It's one thing about working with other comedians he's happy about is they put him in. They'll put other comedians in their films, right? Was it Jim Jeffries? Is that his name? He's in this as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he plays the doctor who is he has an interesting story arc. But Matt, I want to know what point do you think we're making here? I feel like for me, it had the subtlety like of a sledgehammer, but it's being swung in the middle of a hurricane. The film for me is it's so focused on symbolism and setting up almost this kind of Suspiria-esque kind of waking nightmare that I think it kind of forgets to make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely had that kind of sense of we're going to display a bunch of images to you, right? It's got kind of a Gaspar Noé feel, maybe a bit of a Possessor feel. I think Suspiria is a good kind of illusion as well. And I guess I have very little patience for some of that stuff because if it's not done well, it just comes off as very student filmy, right? As something like, Junior's first long film kind of thing where he's trying to throw up everything that he thinks is super deep and interesting and trying to make this point, man, that you have to sell your soul to become the greatest kind of thing. But I just don't think it really works because it all just kind of reeks of kind of amateur hour, philosophy 101 stuff.
Yeah, it's a chaotic kind of unfocused mess. And I still struggle with what the point is. The professional sports kind of require an unnatural sacrifice for an athlete. Sure, yeah, if you want to be like the GOAT, as they say, I guess so. Are the most of the principal owners of NFL teams almost entirely white and possibly satanic? Yeah, sure, probably. Right, but it's so heavy-handed with its messaging about the use of particularly of the black body in athletics and in sports, particularly in the NFL, how basically they're just tossed aside, all right, after they're concussed or some kind of other injury that is career ending. And the deal you with the devil that you make, that you sacrifice your future and your well-being for what, if you're lucky, 5 years,
Hmm.
right, of a career for the average NFL player, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh, sure, right? It's I don't know. What's frustrating for me too is that I think there's some interesting thoughts and ideas with this thing. I also like how it shot at times. Kara Kelly is a cinematographer for this film, and what she does is we tend to be lots of close-up shots, like we're almost over the shoulder or right next to our stars in this film, right? We're a part of this. She and director Justin Tipping are deliberately putting us in the middle of this because again, we're the ones that watch the NFL. We're the ones that watch it on any given Sunday. Any one of these players' careers and lives could be altered forever, if not ended.
Hmm.
And they're that way. They're making us. We're the passenger here. We're the happy volunteer of all the madness and evil and the horrible things that could potentially happen here. And I like some of her shot selections. I like how she puts us in that position. There is a general feeling of uneasiness and chaos throughout this entire thing that she puts us through, which is interesting, though at times I felt a little too heavy handed and overdone. The whole film is very overwrought. And I think even when it gets to its kind of gory finish, it never felt like legitimate or earned once we got there. Right. So I just, the script is just so lackluster and I think mind-numbingly uninteresting,
Hmm.
that for all the kind of clever camera work, like including the Mortal Kombat X-ray scene type stuff, right? And all
Hollowly.
that kind of stuff just seems kind of wasted and fluff compared to something that, and it's at its core. I just don't know if maybe Tipping has the ability to make the film that he's trying to get over, trying to relay to us.
Hmm.
Now, Marlon Wayans was asked about the criticism of this film because it is not doing well, and the reviews are catastrophic.
Yeah.
And he's saying basically the film is just ahead of its time,
Hmm.
that people don't understand it, or at some point later in the future it'll be appreciated. I think if you want to see a film about the current conditions of even now, the conditions of the NFL and how it treats its people and the relationship to the owners and all that stuff, I think Stone's Any Given Sunday is probably still the more relevant piece of art for
Right.
experiencing that.
Yeah. I agree. And I mean, I guess it's easy to say, oh, people just don't get it, man. But like, come on, I was rolling my eyes so hard at the kind of like X-ray battle fight things, man.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just so corny. And like, again, it just really struck me as really amateur hour, right? And I hate to say that. Like, I'm not trying to be dismissive, but I mean, the thing is like, I commend the fact that you had an idea and you have some visuals that you're trying to tell, and you're trying to make it a very visual storytelling, and you're not trying to like kind of lay it all out there in dialogue and stuff like that. But, at the same time, I mean, A for effort, I guess, but it just, it needed a little more time to bake and maybe some more editing.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. The editing in this, again, I don't know if I've said this word, but I do. I'll say it again. It's frenetic. The film itself, it's very chaotic, and it's hard to kind of understand and follow what's happening half the time. How scenes in the past and other stuff, flashback stuff, how everything kind of connects. It's very loose,
Yeah.
and it makes it hard to kind of, not so much hard to follow, but just to appreciate the story. When like if we get our I can never say that word. Guagnol, that French term, with all the bloodletting, all the madness and all the gore and all the stuff that happens at the end type
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
When all that stuff happens, again, it just doesn't, it feels like a cheat to me.
Right.
And it's just, we're finally like, he's presenting this to us, Matt, like, see, get it? Do you get it now?
Hmm.
When the whole time I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's just kind of clumsily put together.
Right. Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I'm sitting at a D for him.
Yeah, I'm giving it a D as well. I also don't necessarily appreciate the Ready or Not ripoff at the end there. But C'est la vie, right?
Yeah, like where does half the stuff even? Yeah, whatever. All right, fine, whatever. That's that, Matt. Oh, I wanted to tell you. If you had a chance to see him, folks, shoot us an email at feedback@thefirstrun.com. We'd love to hear from you. So great, not so great out of the monkey's paw, folks. We'll have to see what happens next. Marlon Wayans isn't the new scary movie though, so I know you're excited for that.
Oh, they're making another one of those things?
Oh yeah, baby.
Thank God. It's been way too long.
I'm trying to think. So here's the monkey paw films: Keanu, Get Out, Black Klansman, Us, Candyman, Nope, Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. Boy, that one did not work for me at all. Wendell and Wild. I have not seen that. It's an animated film on Netflix. Monkey Man, and now him.
Mhm.
I think Get Out's got to be the best out of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, out of that entire slate, the only ones that are directly connected to Jordan Peele as like a writer director are the only ones that are even particularly good.
Yeah. Did you see Monkey Man?
No, I didn't. I remember you talking
The
about
Patel
it.
one. Yeah, he directed and started. It's okay. It's not.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Black Klansman too. Actually.
Yeah. Black Klansman's okay.
So, all right. Nita Costa's Candyman is okay. I can't wait to see. She's doing the next 28 years later movie. I believe.
Oh, really?
Comes out early next year too. They filmed it. I think.
I hope she does better with it than she did with Candyman. I think she missed the boat on that one.
Yeah. All right. I mentioned last week, Matt. Before we go, just to pad out the running time to give Matt more work to do because it's his week to edit.
Yeah.
I had complained last week about the Atmos mix for Foreigner's re-release of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to the 2025 remix, which is not the Atmos mix.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think I still prefer the 2012 remix, but it's not as bad as the Atmos. So I feel a little bit better now about my purchase. Never mind the fact all the bonus stuff too, which I'm still excited about. But I listened to the Atmos mix another time, and I'm like, nah. So let me listen to just the straight kind of stereo mix. I'm like, oh, that's not horrible actually. I kind of enjoy that.
Okay.
So I feel pretty good about that. And that's that. It was on my mind, man. I feel like I had to share it with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
What's next week in the big show?
So next week on the big show, I guess, from what Chris is telling me, quite possibly the film of the year. Has Leo been in a bad film?
That is a good question. I don't know. I'd have to look into that.
Yeah, I'm The Beach. Maybe is that his worst film?
Is that I remember saw that when it came out. I was running the movie theater in Torrington when that came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time I ever heard Moby's music, I think, and Porcelain, which is a wonderful, wonderful little song that still gets me going every time I hear it.
Written by
Critters 3, maybe?
Which one?
Critters 3.
Oh, I didn't know he was in Critters 3.
J. Edgar. Great Gatsby.
Basketball Diaries.
I haven't seen that.
No, The Beach was written by Alex Garland as a novel. Yeah.
And directed by Danny Boyle too?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Where is it? The Beach. Yep, Danny Boyle.
Yep. Well, anyway, we're going to check out One Battle After Another. That's the name of the film that we're going to be watching next one. Yes. It has Leo in it. Yeah, it also has Benicio del Toro, and I'm not sure who else, really. But it looks pretty good.
Do you want to do, like, it's my week to edit. Do you want to do, like, our 5 favorite Leo performances?
Okay.
That might be kind of fun. I don't think we've ever done that, and the man has had quite a storied career.
All right.
Oh, he produced Orphan. I love Orphan. All right. In the meantime, you can check us out at thefirstrun.com. You can find archives of all the old shows, a report card, which I think I do need to update, and more. Head over to Apple Podcasts, give us a review, and help other people find the show. And we're also on YouTube and Blue Sky and Instagram. Do a search for The First Run. You can find us there. You know what I was thinking about doing? I was thinking about getting those little handheld mics that go with your phone. Because I always had a couple things I want to do, but I'm like, well, I got to set up the mic. I got to move stuff around. But I get one of those little things with the phone. I can just do it right there, and then bada boom, bada bing, it's done.
Yeah, there you go.
Think about that. Where am I? That's it. So we're going to go ahead, take an extended break. We love you all very much. Please take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon.